Shawna, tell us a little bit more here.
Yeah, so morning. So even though it's listed in Hong Kong, the developer Kaiser is essentially based in Shenzhen and is a dominant player in Shenzhen's property market. While it is not a familiar name in Hong Kong right now, it is going to be. The company and the family behind it are snapping up several land plots across Hong Kong in just last year, and even buying a local newspaper, which was a very rare move for Chinese developers in Hong Kong.
Shawna, is this the start of a trend? We've already seen some Chinese money flowing into the Hong Kong property market. Does this mean that we're going to get even more? And if so, why?
Yes, definitely. So basically, Hong Kong is going through the pandemic as well as decreasing investment appetite from Western companies. So the government, whether it's in Beijing or Hong Kong, would welcome more Chinese firms expanding in Hong Kong to boost first business sentiment and also to create job opportunities. So we expect to see this trend grow going forward.
So question here, Shawna, is how does Kaiser then compare with Hong Kong's local property developers?
Yeah, so I mean, their presence remains small compared with the city's homegrown property clans who control industries from telecommunications to supermarket chains. But mainland companies are set to become more dominant as China's recent policies give more room for them to grow here. The background of Kaiser's Kwok family, the property firm they founded, is more complicated than Hong Kong's local tycoons, who have a long history of financial stability. So Kaiser's net debt to equity ratio was at 97% in 2020. But say Li Ka-shing's CK asset was just at 6.9%. And even New World Development, which had a much higher gearing than its domestic peers, still has a ratio lower than Kaiser's. New World has just 43%. So you can see it's a very different dynamic between Chinese developers and Hong Kong developers. So it would be interesting to see what's going to happen in the near future if we have more Chinese developers coming in Hong Kong.